He
Better
nods
keep
a
them
li-
at arm's length, boy.
He nods a little bit in understanding almost. It's like, okay, why are you here then?
I had some questions when it came to your dad.
He frowns a little bit. He turns around. Is like, don't want to talk about it.
It um, it could possibly if it could possibly help everyone if you could just tell me some things about it. Maybe we can save the entire village.
He looks skeptical. Roll me a persuasion check.
Yeah, because I am the most charismatic guy ever. Damn it.
He
To be
looks
fair,
at
the
you.
modifier didn't ruin that one.
No, he looks at you intently. Doesn't say anything and slams the door shut in your face.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to convince anybody. I will march on down again and find the guy with the highest charisma roll in our
I have
party.
no idea who that is because I think
Is
nobody is a charisma-based character.
I know who it
my
is.
charisma is
The highest.
15.
I technically should be a charisma character. I just didn't.
What? That's not possible. Your cross classes are wisdom and they're both wisdom classes.
I thought no. Oh, they're both wisdom. I thought cleric was. Never mind. My bad. I'll shut up.
No, a paladin is charisma.
I've also got a weird hammer on my. I'll link you that because I'm
What's
not sure what that is.
what's the charisma of his beaver on his head?
It's not a beaver.
Or
Beaver?
whatever rat thing?
That's a
dead.
-10 for sure.
Plus 99, instant. Plus 20 every time. Like instant. No.
Oh
That's when-
no, that's the new level up thing. It's something about leveling up. But I'm not really sure. There was an update, and now you can see the little character man's level up next to it.
It should blink if you can level up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
usually it's next to the experience points, but this is next to my background.
Yeah, it will blink like reset. Once it blinks, that means that you can level up. They just changed it a little bit.
I
It's no
noticed it
longer-
when
Because
I was
I can't click on it and it brings up the character monster, so I'll leave it till I actually level up.
Yeah. Okay.
with it.
So, you go downstairs.
Mhm.
Everybody, who does what? What does Skuk see as you go downstairs? Asuka, you're still outside and you're not allowed inside, by the way.
Is a bean ready with cooking?
Yeah,
Well,
I
that's
bring
in
out the food.
kitchen.
Is it done?
Well, I suppose it's done.
I'll bring out the food.
Okay.
There's a
I'll
little
help
table
with
in here
like
for everybody.
with like how do you say that? How do you
Setting
say
up
it
the
in English?
table.
Yes, that.
Yeah, it's a potion of greater healing, just so you know. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Fast hands.
I asked him what happened to Zolp. Like, I can't smell him right now.
And I'm like, oh wait, I forgot him, and I like walk towards the door. I'll go get him.
Everybody's forgot him. Wow.
I didn't.
I like move over.
It's not like I made 300 gold last session
Just-
or anything.
Just put the character at the shack. Let's move to Asuka, who is I don't know. What are you gonna do, Asuka?
So everybody's inside and I'm outside?
Well, since Charles is going to the shack, you're already probably halfway wherever you want to go.
Me.
Yeah, you.
Yeah. Let me see. What's in the shack?
That's
Zolp.
where
So,
that's where you go to either
Sex
sleep
shack.
or do your work, or buy and sell pots.
oh, it's like a general merchant.
Not really. It was originally designed as a hub for you to be able to sleep in.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sleeping in that.
We all set it the first night.
No, you didn't.
Is it?
Okay,
Wait,
well,
what's the time right now, Isaac?
I would say with all the talking and eating, it's about
We haven't eaten yet.
7 to 8 a.m. maybe.
Oh, so we've had a long rest. Oh, we would have had a long
Wait,
rest because it was
7 to 8 a.m.
it was
in the
evening.
morning.
Sorry,
afternoon earlier.
after PM.
Ah,
Sorry,
okay. Yeah. Okay. So
Sorry.
it's evening.
PM. yeah.
Hmm.
So it's the sun is starting to disappear and it starts to become darker. Yeah.
Asuka, I'm gonna warn you, I have the highest perception out of everyone here, I believe.
Just-
I mean, that's fine.
I just wanted to say that at this point the mayor's house will be closed, so you cannot turn in your coin if you wanted to get your stuff.
All right. I'll get some quick naps, but I want to get up later in the night.
All right, we'll remember
Yes.
that. So you are, if you want later in the night, I would suppose you'll have enough time to get a long rest in total. Okay. That's it. Charles, Zolb, Zolb, Asuka. I don't know. I suppose. What did you do? Anything with Zolb as you approached and went into the shack, or what?
I patted the rat on his hat.
On his,
And
it's on his
His
beard.
face.
It's a beard. It says
on
a
his
beard.
I tickle the rat on his face, and then
bites.
I make my way into a nice straw bed in the shack.
Hey, Zolb. That was a mating invitation, by the way. No.
You should do a. Wait, let me see. One moment. Do a history check if you want to make sure that's true or not.
What?
For the mating thing.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
Never mind.
Might do it.
All right. So you don't do anything. You just go and then sleep. Okay.
Yes,
Charles,
I'll
as
sleep for
Asuka-
like 4 hours.
That's a short rest, but okay.
Yeah, but-
So that means you want to stand up at 12 midnight around.
Yes.
Okay. So Charles, you approach as Asuka has already been asleep for a little while, for like 10 minutes or maybe. What do you do?
I shout at Zolp for like, dinner's ready.
We already ate rations. Leave us alone.
Russian.
Rations.
Those
The tea
poor
rations.
Okay.
I'm confused. What's so
War
funny?
wasn't very kind on them.
I'm
Okay.
confused. What happened?
Oh,
He
I
said
thought
Zolp ate a ration, you know, a ration.
A ration, not a Russian.
And Charlie understood a Russian.
Okay, anyway, I was like,
Okay,
okay,
in any
I'll
case-
notify the party. And I'll
Zolp,
like,
respond in Russian.
It's
Spasibo. Oh my god.
Bliat.
I'll tell them
Oh,
you're
boy.
full. It's fine.
Okay.
Yes, I
In
walk
any
back.
case, so I suppose that you will then also do a rest at the shack then, Zolp?
2 seconds, let me just send you something and then.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Zolp is secretly a cannibal.
He's he's a spy.
He
He's
can be a
spy.
cannibal. He's different species.
But wait. It's a humanoid, right? Or is it like a demi-human? A goblin?
Are we talking about what cannibalism is now?
Technically humanoid.
Wait, they count the
Goblin
humanoid?
is. Goblin is humanoid, I think. Well, no, it's.
Yeah, it is. It's a humanoid.
Is it?
Yeah, okay,
Oh.
so then it would
Well,
be cannibalism.
What's the
technically
difference
speaking.
between a
But actually-
demi-human and a?
A demi-human and human means they are part humanoid, part, say, beast or
Oh,
angelic.
yeah.
It's like getting horse meat from a centaur because you only ate his lower.
Oh my god.
Nice.
And Isaac made the note not to add centaurs.
Suddenly a centaur runs into the house.
Well, half of it we can eat.
And kicks you in the nuts.
Bend over.
No, it's you know what? I'm gonna do the the horrifying thing. It's a reverse centaur where the top
Oh,
part is a horse and the
no.
bottom part is a human. So have
Let's
fun.
go.
That's just a demon guy. I like that. We can get along, I think. Yeah.
Mm.
Wait, does he actually come?
No.
Aw.
So, would you like me to roll or something, or would you just roll against that in general?
Well, you can do that if you wish to do it. It's up to you. But if you want an event to happen in that sense, then it's also up to you. Otherwise, you can RP it yourself. You can initiate an event like that happening on your own, and if it's fine, then you can do that. That's all up to you.
Okay, well, I'll roll. What was it? Wisdom check.
It's a wisdom saving throw. Depending on what you just said, I'll put up the DC.
How's this public roll stuff? Oh shit, that's
Okay, I
bad.
will tell you that you failed. So currently, the other side wins.
Okay.
Do you want to RP this, or are you just gonna?
Well, Asuka is actually next to me, so that actually works out
Okay.
very well.
What?
Okay, well, say goodbye to your hole.
Oh boy.
Wait, to the what?
Nothing. Don't you worry about it.
Funny color goblin, come here.
Fucking goblin.
We have a proposition.
What's the proposition?
We have a very expensive amulet we've just fixed.
A very expensive amulet, you say, as my
Yes.
eyes perk up.
Now, before you try and steal it, because you're obviously a tea leaf, we have a way that may make us all money and then recover the amulet.
Oh, I like where this is going. This is an actual scheme.
So, the rich people don't want to get the plague, and this amulet, depending on how we sell it, could help stop getting the plague, or may even make immunity. But and once they've bought it, it may disappear, and that's nothing to do with us. We sold it honestly. We don't really like the plan, but we've been persuaded to push it forward if you want to join in.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. You had me at schemes, so
All right. So let's just switch scenes to the other house while you scheme between each other. You can either send messages to each other in secret or to me or whatever, depending on what your intent is. All right. So Sabine, Peter, Charles enters. He tells you that Zolp won't be joining. What do you do?
I ask Skux about the situation. Skux about the situation with the mayor and what we're gonna do about it.
Situation with the mayor.
Yeah, you want to kill him.
You don't know that.
Oh, you never told me?
I didn't tell anybody.
Okay, never mind. Sorry.
No, wait, did I?
Currently, the mayor. No, your first intent was to kill him because you thought that he was, or you think that he is the plague doctor.
Well, yes, but I did have my suspicions that it may not be actually plague doctor.
As for currently, don't forget that currently Dr. Xenos is investigating your situation, Sabine.
Yeah, but I don't trust him because Skux already told me take the herbs out of the mask and all that shenanigans. I trust Skux over the doctor.
You can see that.
That's why having up the plague.
I don't have it, I'll have you know.
Hey, at least I dragged 3 people.
I don't
with
have
me.
it either.
You do.
You
So
do.
go. There
No.
is a green dot next to you.
Oh, that's personally for me. We'll see what happens.
The green dot is fine. That's
All right.
Yeah, but Sabine, you didn't get anything because you didn't do anything.
Ouch!
I at least rolled decently today. I'll have you know, unless some intimidation checks.
Actually, I think you killed 2 in the mire, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
you
But
actually-
they were just ads.
He licked them to death. That's why he's.
Alright, then he spawned more, so it's technically not non-net profit, but
Yeah,
still
yeah, yeah.
fine.
I spit in Charlie's soup and give it to him.
That soup was bad.
Sleight
He's
of
my
hand
compliment.
or sleight of mouth.
Sleight of mouth.
Right.
In any case, all right, continue on RPing. Do your thing.
So one of you guys need to get the boy to spit out the information about his father, because I have my suspicions right now.
I look over and say the only one who has a good connection to him is Flora.
Do you want to drag a kid into this?
It depends on what you want to ask him.
I want to know what his father was doing right before he disappeared.
Why?
And possibly
why?
where he disappeared to.
Why do we want to know that? How could that help us?
Because the plague came right after he disappeared.
Does make sense.
And he's the only lead we have right now.
As a doctor, I could approach him and like give him some usual tests or like anything that's. I forgot what I was about to say.
Doesn't the kid have an aversion for Dr. Xenos?
No. I believe he was fine with him, right? God, can you confirm that? Yes, Sammy.
Sammy is okay with the doctor. He's neutral about him.
I can just say to him that I'll try out a new healing method or something.
Well,
say
and
it
for
in a
that
low
you need to
voice.
know where his dad went.
Went to get milk.
No, it's obviously just because he's sick, and I'm not gonna explain full details, but I can maybe like ask him around about when he like got first symptoms and what were his relatives,
I
etc.
don't think he has symptoms, does he? He's the only one who doesn't.
Or at least
Easy.
when they confirmed he had symptoms, or like when he had the plague, then that is.
Okay, but there is also this thing. As you know, I am magically gifted. And as I was investigating my job today, I used a spell to detect some magic. And yes, it helped me to investigate everything. It also made me see that the plague is actually magical. Beyond anything any mortal that I know can do.
Well, where does it come from? What does that mean, magical?
So you would imply that it's a god's curse or something of the sort.
I'm not saying it's a god's curse. I'm saying that not any mortal can do it.
Could this be something from the forest, or
It's very possibly.
But where does it come from? Like, is there a location?
I only felt the magic around me. I cannot really pinpoint it like that.
Okay.
what
But
about the sources I sensed out in the marshes?
I mean, everything has a source. Even if it's magical, it must come from somewhere.
It could be in the marshes then.
I mean, maybe we have to go back out there and find whatever it is.
Sure.
Do you think you could track it?
When I was feeling the magic around me with the spell, it actively hurt me. I was physically in pain.
But you that happened while you were actively using detect magic, right?
Yes.
So maybe if you don't fully put your head into this interdimension thing, but just use your feeling of magic, would that be enough to feel the traces of it still without killing you?
It's worth a try.
What
Not
type
for
of
sure.
damage is that damage he
Okay.
receives, by the way?
Brain damage.
One second. Can we get a 5 to 10 minute break right now? Because just for bathroom breaks, getting something to drink, something to nibble on, and then we come back.
You.
Yeah.
Yep.
10 minutes. All right.
Alright.
Sorry for the interruption. You needed to pick up.
Hey, but what type of damage is like? Is it like psychic damage or something?
Yeah.
The same kind of damage the poor murderer took.
Do we have anything
No.
that can reduce psychic damage or shield?
Let me quickly check my.
Be right back.
I mean, I personally don't have anything.
I think there are high level spells that can do that, like maybe Intellect Fortress or Mind Blank.
I have
Hmm.
an enhanced ability.
That will give them advantage on rolls against
Yeah.
it. I mean, we
Showing
can probably
dexterity
heal him
and-
through it.
I mean,
He
that's
bleeds
possible.
from
I
the
don't
nose.
think you want that.
He's bleeding from the nose, and we're like, just tell us the direction.
Bless.
Sammy is the stone. Oh,
Ceremony.
you
what's
think
that
the
then?
stone can be something that is not necessarily a stone?
Yeah, but do we have a stone in this place that's oddly suspicious?
No, what he means that it's not a stone we're looking for, but a key basically, and Sammy is the key.
Oh, like that. Clairvoyance. What the hell is that?
That would be kinda iffy because then we have to take him with us and leave him there.
Yeah, invisible sensor within range.
So a stone is anything from something on the street or a jewel or even something that people worship, maybe. So the village may be plagued, but not necessarily the center. I don't know. It says surrounded, so you would assume it's probably the center of the plague. So its source.
I mean, there's two things that we can go on to. The first is the spirit that said kill the mayor, and the second thing is the
He
multiple
did
power
not say
sources.
kill the mayor, though, did he? He said kill the plague doctor that was not necessarily the mayor. That is your assumption, your character's assumption.
What was the exact wording, Reem?
I don't know other people's parts, so I can't say what the exact wording was, but I believe it was the plague doctor.
You're right. You're right.
But technically, he's a doctor wearing a plague mask, so
And
he's
at the same
technically a plague
time,
doctor, yeah.
he also did tap into Charlie's mind, which we don't know.
We don't
Yeah,
know, but yeah.
We don't know, but I do know there was something weird going on.
So something might also be in the healer's house.
I mean, yeah.
So either we can go back into the Black Mire and explore further, try to find a freaking stone, or burn the healing house down, basically.
But we would need a reason to burn it down. Like going in there and check it out, okay, but burning it down, we probably couldn't out of the blue.
They never noticed us burn it down.
You could.
I mean, Charles as a character wouldn't allow that in the first place.
I wouldn't either.
Of course you would.
No, like my trait is nothing is more important than the life, and I never leave anyone in danger.
Blind Evan, no, that's not it.
You have to work out which life is more than the rest. If one life
Yeah, but couldn't we
can
get the
save
people
10
out
lives, is it
first
worth
then?
killing?
Like I wonder how we can progress this. Right now we're at a still stand, I feel.
Yeah, we have to find a forward point. I don't know where we have to look for it. That's the problem.
I mean, like my how do you say that? my task goes to the swamp to like go after the other sources that Skux mentioned.
Makes sense to me. Like
Yeah.
I both make sense to me. But if we go to the healer house, we need a reason. Like then
Here we go.
Skux would need to say.
I mean,
What?
The picture that reposted in
The
Oh.
old trolley cart.
Hold on.
The railway choice.
The thing is, technically we can't use detect magic because unless we're Peter, we're probably going to have our brains squished.
But can he tap into it and at least like detect from which direction is the strongest, even if he takes like damage for a moment, to give us an idea if it's
So
in the village or not?
He knew where it went, but he didn't show anywhere where it came from apart from the above, did it? I don't think. But maybe he can if he's close enough. I don't know.
Well,
I suggest we like go back into the swamp at least and like.
The swamp.
Well, we
Okay.
already killed everything, so it shouldn't be that bad.
I mean, there's
Wow,
more.
there's
to
more
swamp, right?
packs. He said there's at least 2 or 3 more signatures that were similar to the Spitty Boy.
Peter, have you learned Fireball yet? Just get rid of the whole swamp.
No.
Just burn it up.
Let me just get Flame Strike real quick.
But that's not as cool.
I have sacred flame.
Yeah, that's shit, and you know it.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Your
it's
dinky
either,
candle.
Or
it's
maybe I
either
should
that
get
or
Meteor
fireball.
Swarm.
What
Maybe
else?
I should get a Meteor Swarm.
Do I have
Yeah,
anything
that.
else fire-based? Well, I guess I could resummon on that. Okay. By the way, no one is supposed to know that I'm a necromancer just yet.
Oh no, we don't.
Didn't realise that till now.
Is it not like after you revived the puppies that it was a little bit obvious what you are?
I mean,
Revive
who,
beast.
who of you is like experienced in cleric magic?
Me, I'm a cleric. I've actually got the same spell, so.
Wait, you're also a necromancer?
No, I've got Spell of Dying. It's a cleric spell.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, it's just
yeah,
a cleric
that's right.
spell. Fuck you, Edge.
Actually, it's a cantrip, technically. It's not a spell.
How many?
It reminds me of Edge killing the bear cubs and then killing the bear mom
What?
and then reviving the bear
Oh,
mom's
yeah.
corpse in
That
front of
was
the
a-
bear cubs.
That was divinity,
Brutal.
though. But how many clerics do have the Ray of Sickness?
I mean, did anyone notice it was the Ray of Sickness?
You said it's a green laser or something, didn't you?
I think
Could be a
it's
grey
not
fart.
that bad, actually.
Yeah, it could be just like a
Ray of
green healing
fart.
potion.
That you
Well-
threw at the big old bear that almost killed it. Yes, yes.
Rainbow Sickness is also a wizard spell, so I will know.
Yeah, so sorcerers and wizards can cast that. It's a first level necromancy spell.
Hmm.
But where I come from, necromancy is fine.
Okay, so he wouldn't.
How you talk to your parents, sort of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think any of us has a problem with the necromancy, but I
No.
don't think it's hidden at this point.
Oh, that's true. But like, it's never brought up even. So.
We can bring it up at dinner if you want.
Wow, the best place you can bring up necromancy halfway through your fucking soup.
I like hand him like a chicken wing and be like, "Can you make it dance?"
This chicken soup is clucking.
These soup bones remind me of my necromantic days.
Oh.
All right, I'm back. Get to it slowly and first and foremost. I added Flora to the character list.
Oh shit.
Let's go.
She is right there. It's not the correct thing because Igo is currently making a icon for her, so it's just a placeholder because it was the only elf token that I found that had red
Look
hair.
scary,
Like,
what the fuck?
Are we not supposed to know her stats? I take it.
She has no
That's-
stats
She
technically.
is completely empty, so you don't know what and how.
Okay.
She doesn't have any coin. What the
Oh,
fuck?
I can edit her.
Yes, everybody can edit endings, but you just please do not touch
Yeah.
our character sheet, please.
Sure.
The
Don't
touch
reason
this
as for
child.
why you can all edit is because you can also move her then on the map.
Wait, I can throw it into the healer's house.
Everybody can
Sammy
move
there?
her.
In the black
Bring
mire
her
with her.
back.
But I would
No.
kindly
Bring
ask.
back my pet.
Yeah, but I would kindly ask to not toy too much with it when somebody else is working with it. That would be wonderful.
I say.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Just
Yeah,
stating
it's
it
1
out there.
HP. You could blow on her and she dies.
I'm
How
sorry.
about
Can you
you
repeat
don't?
what you just said over a child that's not even 9 years old?
But she's an elf, right? So
Does
she's
a
like
17
9 years
hit?
old. No, never mind.
Okay.
And drop.
Okay. So we were all in a conversation speaking about what did you say again? To get Sammy to talk. Yeah, and you said that Flora was in a better situation with her, and from then on, I think I said to take a break. How does this continue?
Basically, okay. I say out loud, as we are at like a deadlock right now, and I don't want to be tending the healer's house for the rest of my life, I propose we go back into the swamp to like find the actual cause of this disease. I say it while eating the soup, by the way, whatever it is.
Where did you get that idea?
Oh wait, Peter said to them. I think he said about his visions.
Was I here, or did you
Yeah,
say that when
you were
I was
AFK
gone?
while you were gone. We were jibber jabbering
Yeah.
about it.
Then I missed certain things. I think that would be a bit important for me to know how to react and stuff. Can we reiterate the situation then, so that I am in the loop?
Don't.
You missed it, tough luck.
We basically decided that we currently are at a deadlock and that there's 2 or 3 possible things we could do. One is go out into the swamp and look for these signatures that you mentioned last time we kicked the Spooey boy. The other one is that there's probably something in the healer's house, but we don't really have a suspicion other than there is something. And the last one was if we could track the source of the poison. These are our 3 options that we declared to us.
But how? Yeah, because and Peter then also told you about what he saw
Yes.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the center square. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, cool. You can continue to RP then.
I mean, we decided at this point to go into the swamp
All right.
the next day.
That's
Did we?
fine by me. You choose.
Didn't we? Sorry. I don't want to talk for anyone.
Okay.
If anyone's against it, like say it now. Like we won't hold anything against you, of course.
I feel like we need the information about his dad first before we go into the swamp.
We can do that before we go to sleep.
I mean,
you want to go to a long rest then?
Well. First, we want to talk to him before we now long rest.
Okay. And how do you want to do that? Currently, Sammy is still up in his room.
I mean, we can call him down for dinner, and then maybe Charles asks him as a doctor.
Charles, bring the boy a bowl of soup and start talking to him.
Just hope Charles didn't cook it.
Okay, I'll grab a bowl of soup, which is still how is it still hot? Sabine, you say it.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll grab the bowl of soup and I like go upstairs with like a little piece of bread to like go with the soup and stuff. As I go up the stairs, I hear nothing, so I go up more and like knock on the door of Sammy 3 times.
And then he opens the door and he doesn't open it too much, just enough for his head to like show. It's like, yeah.
Sammy, first of all, I brought you some soup, and second, can I ask you some doctor's questions?
Jesus.
He crunches his face a little bit, but thinks intently about the food and is like, okay. Then he opens it and he lets you inside.
Okay, I step
Pounce
in.
him.
Fuck you!
Tie him up so he can't run.
It's a kid!
Integration. Interrogation.
Okay. Um. Well, how does this room look like? It's just a bed and a dresser and like a
There is
nightstand.
a bed and a dresser on the left side, and there is a night desk next to the bed with a little chair next to it. So maybe that's where he also puts his food if he eats here. So he takes the bowl from you with the bread and he goes and sits there. There is no other chair, unfortunately for you, but you can sit on the bed probably.
Okay. I presume his bed's like made up and like
Mm-hmm.
properly done. Okay, I'll go sit on the foot's end of the bed.
Okay. It's just still a decent way from where his, but yeah, okay. Then he turns around and is like, okay, what you want to ask? Something wrong with
Uh,
me?
no, there's nothing out of the ordinary. It's just some questions to find the root cause of this plague.
Oh, okay.
Nothing targeted to.
So you believe that I'm the cause then?
No, I don't. But like, it's literally the only lead the town gave us, so we at least have to find out something. If you don't want to answer it, it's all fine. Just like put your hands up. Like I won't ask about it further.
Why should he put his hands up?
If he doesn't want to answer the question.
Oh, okay, weird. Okay, uh, sure, whatever.
Okay. Question number one. Do you have like any symptoms at all, or like any indication that you are sick?
No, never was actually. I mean, like, I got the cold a few times, but I never got the plague.
All right. So the only reason they found out you have the plague is because Dr. Sino said so, or did you see his test results?
He never got the plague.
No, but like they saw, they like, he never
The
actually
illness.
tested positive.
No, he just cannot get infected. He can stand an entire day next to somebody who is, and he just never gets it. While all
Okay.
other children get it, he is here for so many years and he still hasn't gotten it. So no.
But like, considering you're not sick, and I presume you like hang around the other kids who are sick, am I correct on that?
Sometimes, yeah.
I wouldn't consider you cursed at all. From a medical standpoint, I would consider you blessed, even.
Whatever.
In any case, uh, you said your mother and dad got sick, right?
What? No. My mom got sick. My dad just disappeared, I guess.
Oh, he disappeared. Oh, that's unfortunate. Do you know anything about what kind of job your dad was doing before he disappeared?
Uh, my dad was just going around in the city. He just did jobs, just like you're doing now. But then we didn't have masks at the start. He just had to, like, go to the mayor's house and then take a job and, you know, work for him and mom and me living here. What's this supposed to do with my health, though?
Uh, at the moment, nothing. But like, since you're our only lead, maybe like your dad or your mom or your situation could have like explained or like find us possibly a cure even.
Mm,
Do you mind if I take like a little blood example of you?
whatever. Dr. Xenos does it sometimes at times, so I don't mind.
Okay, I presume I still have like my medical equipment from like my jobs, right?
Yeah.
So I'll like take like a small like finger blood thing.
Mm-hmm.
In any case, thank you. Apart from that, uh, so last question. Uh, your mom didn't have any specific symptoms, like anything different from other people, right?
He looks up at you and then with down. Well, wasn't really different. I guess she just died faster than the rest. She
That's
was also one of the first ones.
That is unfortunate. Well, at least thank you for answering all my questions. And well, sorry to put a bit of a foul mood into your soup. Oh, I still have one of these candies I got from my job, and I like hand him like 3 of those lollipops I gave to the other children.
Oh, thanks, I
Two,
guess.
two for you, and one to share with Flora.
Okay.
Anyways,
Thanks.
I like. Anyway, I will go downstairs again. Enjoy your meal. As I go
He
towards the door.
just hums a little bit and nods and just closes the door behind you.
As I go downstairs, I like sit around the table again.
So, what answers did you get?
The only answer I did get is like, well, Zeno's dead. Sammy's dad disappeared after taking jobs from Zeno's. So
No, that's not true. That he
that's
did
not
not
true.
specify Xenos. To put the timeline into perspective, city gets swallowed by forest. You know this already. City mayor is Jackson. Sometime later, family Sammy comes to town. Daddy disappears. Mommy gets sick. Mayor gets sick. Many people get sick. Mommy dies. Mayor dies. Xenos becomes mayor. Years go later. Sammy's still alive, never got plague. In broad concept.
All right.
We need a hint to where we have to go, Charlie. What are we doing now?
Well, basically, asking, asking Sammy about his family condition didn't like reveal much, to say the least. I tried, okay.
I will ask Flora. Flora, do you know which room is his parents?
He looks up at you and starts to sign. And she says that, yeah, it's the room next to his, but nobody's allowed in.
We'll see about that. Damn it.
Are you going?
Well, any information is good information, so I'm thinking of checking the room, see if there's anything there.
Should I buff you? This can escalate.
This can escalate.
Oh, as a kid.
Yeah. And what if you're caught in there and something is maybe already missing?
Like a teddy bear?
No, like a wedding band?
How about a diary that got tossed to the side?
Fuck. You're right. I cast Passing Without Trace on Skux and take Flora and tell her, hey, I can show you how to sneak a little bit
Isn't
outside.
Passing Without Taste a self-cast spell?
And others that I can target.
Oh, okay, cool.
I can link it. And then I want to take basically Flora outside and show her how cool this spell is. So I cast this basically on me, Skux, and on Flora.
Making you and your companions. Oh, within 30 feet of you, you are the.
So I have to go with them. I'm like an aura.
You are an aura, yeah. 30 feet is the entirety of the house.
Yeah, I was just about to say, can't you just sit downstairs and it will still envelop me?
It will still work. It's normally when they say 30 feet, this means in a sphere around you. It's not just a circle.
Yeah.
So that means also 30 feet upwards and downwards.
I'm just worried that Flora gets the wrong idea.
Can I re-roll my stealth? I'm gonna be cool for Flora and just disappear in front of her.
That's not how it works.
Oh look, Flora's got a bucket on her head.
But yeah, I will sneakily go up these stairs and
All right.
check the door.
You with the stealth that you did, you managed to go up the stairs without making a single sound, and you are now in front of the door.
I will fiddle with the door and see if I can open.
Oh, it opens instantly. Asuka didn't close it again, so it's unlocked.
I closed the door.
You
I
closed the
just
door, but you didn't
didn't
specified
lock
at
it.
lock it.
all.
Oh no.
I will sneakily just go through a small glip in the door and then carefully close it behind me.
It's eerie dark inside. It's not easy. Do you have dark vision?
Hello, goblin.
Do you have dark vision? I don't know how the rest is out of the top of my head.
He does.
Okay, cool. All right. So everything you see is now within dim light. You see a two-person's bed in front of you with a window that where the drapes are cast in front of. The bed would normally be like a bright blue, but through the time that it was untouched, there is a layer of dust on it, and it looks a bit more grayish than blue. There is an open wardrobe with nothing in it, and you see two night cabinets on each side of the with a bed. One on the left side has a little bit already opened drawer. The other one is completely closed.
I don't happen to see a book laying around on the floor, do I?
It's not on the floor, no.
What about the bed?
It's
The
neither on the.
drawer.
Asuka, just let it back.
No, it sounded like it just tossed it. Well, I'll go over to the drawer then, the open one first, and carefully open it to see what's inside.
You open the drawer, and you do see the amount of dust that's still in there, but you see eerily, you see like a circle figure in it that's just supposedly something was there, but now it's not anymore.
A circle figure.
Mm-hmm.
Like almost as big as a finger.
Well, so I can see a fingerprint, technically.
You see the missing mark of the wedding ring that Zuko stole.
I see. I didn't catch that when he was in there. That I'll just mutter to myself. That oddly looks like a ring. Oh well.
Oh well.
I'll
Better move
continue.
on.
Do I see anything else in there?
No, for the rest, it's an empty drawer.
Nothing on top of the drawer.
You only see a picture of a mother and a father carrying a baby child.
I've already scoured the entire place. Really don't bother.
I will carefully open the other drawer without leaving too many traces.
All right, you leave the other place as the other drawers as it was. As you open the second one, you do see a book in the second one, and it looks to be a diary.
I will carefully fish the book out.
All right.
And I will.
Books.
Can I even read with dark vision?
Mm.
You can discern shades of gray, it says.
Yeah, you can.
So I guess white on black works, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I will flip the book open then and see if I can see anything of interest.
All right. So first of all, as you read from page to page, the time that you are, taking to read, you know that this diary belonged to Muriel, which is Sammy's mother. And she talks about herself, about Sammy, and about Anders, which is her husband, Sammy's father.
That's Anders.
So we have Sammy, we have Muriel the mother, and Anders the father. Now, the book itself is old, but from what you can deduce from reading from the start is that she started writing in this specific book when she arrived in this town. So she speaks about how she and her husband were just strolling around outside, wanting to, expose the baby to a bit of fresh air, only to have their house enveloped by a sudden appearance of a forest. and not being able to get out and being scared of being alone, they set out to maybe find any other forms of life. Having evaded multiple dangers, they do manage to arrive at the city of Amichiro, who welcomed them with open arms. She states how happy she is. She states how um, easygoing it was at the start, how people were nice to each other. She also depicts a lot of less of people being homeless, a lot less of people being overly rich. It was a more of an equal town than anything else, but um, you can deduce that over the time that passed, the caste system became a lot more divided. Um, she speaks of how very kind the mayor of the town was, Mayor Jackson, allowing her, her husband, and her son to live in this town. Who even offered them uh, one of the most a better house on the edge of town, a secluded house, without having to be too much under pressure from other people, which she found extremely generous from the mayor, as he shouldn't have done that, knowing that this town as well was swallowed by the forest, but is doing quite well. Um, but not everything comes for free, and according to the mayor, she and her husband had to, according to Mayor Jackson, she and her husband had to do work. Of course, with having a sorry, I misspoke. She did not have a baby then. Sammy was about 4 years old then, so a toddler, a little, running around child. Um, so she had a child to look after, but also did small works for by uh, by uh, by giving around food to those who needed it from the previous healer house, which now currently is the shack. Um, then a few pages later, you see that she was invited to the mayor's house multiple times, and she she didn't understand at first um, why she had to go so many times to the mayor's house. To whether one time it was to deliver food, other times it was to deliver stacks of important papers, and so forth and so forth. Um, and the she had some conversations with Arabella as well, who also stated that Mayor Jackson can sometimes be a little bit awkward, but in all, he means well, and she took that to heart. A few pages later, you see a big um, a big flip in the way she's writing. You can deduce that the writing is written in a little bit of trembling hands, as the texts themselves speak of a bit of a darker tone, where she says that she sees the mayor watching her day and day over and over again, and she begins to feel very uneasy. A few pages later, she tells that she told her husband about it, how the mayor keeps keeping glances on her and is making sometimes very strange gestures or borderline inappropriate behavior. It it all accumulated pages later, where the mayor had a small, I wouldn't say fight, but more of like a thing of words, where Anders asked him to stop being, creepy. The mayor, strangely enough, apologized profusely, as he didn't intend for anything bad to happen. Which, in the pages after that, you see that it becomes a little better, and Muriel can take a breather. Um, but then, about a month later, um, when she was waiting for her husband to return, her husband did not. And soon after, a search party was set out to find what happened, and all that stuff. Months on months later, and still nothing was heard. The town started to become a little bit smaller as well, seeing as the forest was taking one place after another and not leaving a lot of space. Um, so everything had to be compacted. More people losing more houses meant that the caste system became more and more divided as a result as well. People taking what they can. Um, and again, she was approached by the mayor on numerous occasions where it came to you come to a page where it is full with little droplets, which you can only deduce as probably tears that drop downwards towards the page, as they also take away some of the text with them. And you see that she was approached by the mayor once more, asking for her hand in marriage, even. And she doesn't want that. She was given an option to give a good life to her and her son, but she didn't want that. She found him a creep. She found him a strange person who she didn't have any interest in. Um, and then about 3 weeks later, you see again a few pages where she's talking about having strange symptoms. She's starting to find strange black markings on her neck. She's starting to cough a lot more and sneezing. And not her, just certain guards as well have this happen. And even Mayor Jackson himself has had the same symptoms. And over the few last pages left, she depicts of how her condition is worsening, how in her delirious state she is begging for her husband to come back, and in the last page she even prays to whatever god is left to keep her child safe, because she didn't know how long she would be in this world. The last page only has 4 words, which write, "I love you, Sammy," and that's the last you can read in this book.
Right.
That was a mouthful. Holy fuck.
Yeah, it was,
Was
but
a
no
lot, yeah.
information.
So the healer house.
How late is it?
Midnight. No, just kidding.
Midnight.
It
Oh.
is about 10 once Skux finishes reading the book.
Okay.
But if
So what did you guys get from this? I think the healing house is my focus right now. Once Skux tells us these things.
what do you do, Skux?
I will carefully place the book back where it belongs and close the
Just for your
drawer.
information, how about you roll me a perception check for me?
How? What? How?
Oh my god, I hate
All
this
right.
character.
Yeah. Okay,
Okay.
so you saw the book, so that's already one thing. How about you roll me a history check right now?
We have
Come
fuck
on.
there.
Come on. Okay.
Okay. So this was obviously a pity roll for you right now, but it's good that you rolled a 14. So you being old yourself have seen multiple occasions of books being undisturbed. You can safely deduce that this book has been undisturbed for a very long while. And knowing how the state of this room and everything else was, you would probably also think that the child never read this book, as it was untouched for so long.
What are you hinting that I should give the book to him?
No, I'm just
Yeah.
hinting an observation that you could have done.
He will
Well,
know that you were in the room then.
He won't know anybody was in the room. That was the whole point.
Hmm.
But I guess some things kind of touch the little bit of string of emotion I have, and I'll close the drawer while not putting the book back,
Mm-hmm.
and I will silently go out of the room, close the door, go over to Sammy's door,
Mm-hmm.
and take the last page open, and lay it in front of the door and leave.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. That's cute. Weird,
Yeah.
but cute. Okay. That said, I think you all pretty sure know that Sammy's probably asleep by now. What are you guys going to do?
First, I'm gonna go back down, and I'll start to inform everybody about
Yeah.
what of importance I've read. I don't.
Before you do that and seeing that you're going to do this, I wave Flora to go to bed.
She looks at you a bit. She does feel tired, but she like signs like, "Do I have to?"
Yes, you have to.
She looks at the other ones, maybe in like a shred of hope to like maybe find some pity as she like puffs her little bottom lip a little bit, like.
Nope.
Grown up talk. Go to bed.
She looks at Charles in her best desperate effort. How about you roll me a wisdom saving throw? No, no.
Don't trust
All right,
the
all right.
necromancer, Flora.
She looks at you quizzically. She probably wants to ask what's and then her hands don't know how to write this word.
Don't worry about it. We'll talk about that later or tomorrow.
She then yawns a little bit and stretches, like, and then actually goes upstairs.
I still
Goes
haven't
to bed.
confirmed I'm a necromancer. And
I know. Right, Skux, let's go.
Right.
Okay, you waylay everything.
Yeah. I relay everything, and say, "God, that mayor was a creep." And then I don't have any more information than that from that book.
And I look at them and ask, should we check it out?
Check
I
what
don't think
out.
there's anyone around now. The healer's house.
I mean, apart from all the sick people and maybe some night nurses, there's no one.
You do know the creep was Jackson and not Xenos, right?
Yeah.
But there were still things that were going on in the healer's house.
I mean, apart from you being mind controlled, nothing.
But back when the mother got sick, the healer's house was still down in the shack.
Correct.
Yeah.
Xenos moved the healer's house.
I don't know, but if we want to pull something sneaky, then now is a good time.
I mean, now's as good of time as ever, yes.
I mean,
You want
now
me
we
to sneak?
can.
You want me to sneak into the healer's house?
I could come with you.
I don't know if my rolls are gonna.
For sneaking, I can support at least.
There is that, yeah.
All right. So how about we change scene a little bit? You can still discuss your little things, and we'll probably do that for the next session. I want to snap back to Asuka and Zolp, who was here, by the way. All right. So Asuka, Zolp, what have you been talking to each other about? What is your plan? What is your intent?
So
Nothing.
Zolp had a
Nothing.
minor mental issue and asked.
He had problems with his rat.
No, well, we have to say it because it doesn't matter if they technically don't know what we're saying because they're not here.
Okay,
So
fine.
Zolb lost out against his worst half, I suppose, and he's asked Asuka to do a job for him. He said to Asuka, "Can you ask Charles to being a doctor and he with his high status in the city,
And a man of higher trust
yes,
than us.
to sell this newly fixed amulet of health, which we believe will help either protect you or, depending on how badly we sell it, make you immune to the plague." So that's where we are so far.
Basically, we have this amulet of health from Zolp, and we wanna involve Charles into persuading the highborn
Rich folk.
families, the rich people, into buying this amulet as a means of protection against the plague.
It's worth like 4,000 gold, so
Yes, a lot.
Oh, it's not gonna sell for 4,000 gold. If I'm gonna let you fix it with a homebrew, I'm gonna homebrew the price as well.
well, that's fair enough. We'll sell it for a decent price, I assume.
Yes.
The better you RP and the better you haggle, the better gold you're gonna get.
Well,
Oh,
that's
that's
high
up to
NRP.
Charles.
that's up
No.
to Charles.
That's
Because-
gonna go poorly.
Nah,
Well,
nah,
because
I'll
the-
help you. The
Most people
thing
are very
is-
racist against goblins,
Yeah,
and
the
I
thing is, if I do it, then they're gonna just laugh at me for my small stature and think I'm a child and demand who I took the amulet from. And then when I tell them that I took the amulet from Redbeard over there, then they're gonna just laugh with Redbeard because, you know, look at him. He's small. He's green.
So our plan is to bring Charles into it as
Yeah.
the salesman.
As leverage.
He's the very respected second doctor,
Yeah.
so that makes sense if we can bring him in. Charles doesn't know this yet, but tough shit.
Yeah.
All right. Well, okay. This you'll have to discuss when you actually come into contact with Charles. So
Praise me for not stealing the amulet and keeping it.
I have
Well,
an
I
amulet above your
was.
head.
I was considering it. I even messaged Isaac earlier.
Fire and iron. Fire and iron.
So, okay. Then we will leave that on pause. Then I will put the remaining time for the other group to decide what they're gonna do. And once you've done your decision, we'll stop the session here, and we'll probably continue in New Year's.
Sounds good.
All right.
All right. So you four, how about you discuss what the next step for you all is? We already know what Asuka and Zolba are gonna do, but what are you four gonna do? At least I know.
You stay.
I wanna check out the healer's house, preferably even at night.
Right. Are we talking about in the night, in the day?
In the night,
In the night. So right now.
technically, yes.
Okay. What about the rest of y'all?
I will join her on that.
Okay.
I'll just
Peter.
go to.
Might as well.
Okay. Charles.
I'll go to sleep.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
gonna sleep.
Makes sense.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay. At least somebody stays with the children.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so Charles will stay and sleep, and the three of you will go to the healer's house. I suppose Asuka and Zolp will sleep as well, and waiting for.
Well, no. Actually, when I notice that the others are going off, I'll go over to the shack in the middle of the night.
You're in
don't
the shack.
think you're noticing
in the
that.
shack.
And the what is it?
Venus
the
house.
Yeah, no, the Flora house, the
Sandy
Sandy
house.
house.
But
Yes.
the
Okay.
three of us are sneaky. There's no way you see us. Like, unless you're
fine.
constantly looking out the window.
Anyway, no, it doesn't matter. I'm going there anyway in the middle of the night myself. Whether you guys would be there or not. The fact that you guys aren't there is just a very good coincidence for me.
Okay.
God.
And
okay.
Zolb won't sleep. He'll take a hit of exhaustion to carry on crafting through the night.
Oh, you're gonna craft the hands now.
Gloves, yeah.
What rarity are these gloves again? Let me take a look. What for gloves were they again?
They were
Sleight of
gloves of
hand, or-
thievery or something like that.
Gloves,
Plus
yeah.
5.
Gloves of
There
thievery.
was no actual gold.
Wondrous
along.
item, uncommon. Yeah, 8 hours.
Another 8 hours. So my
Another 8
potential my
hours.
long rest gone.
Yeah,
for
but
that.
these are gloves of thievery, so you need leather to fix it. Leather and an
Okay.
amount of gold for the enchanting components.
Yeah, so I
you
wouldn't
need.
have those. I could not do it. Okay.
You would need an amount of leather. We'll see how and when you actually get these. The amount of gold that I'm gonna let you spend for it, well, let's just say that through your thingy-majigs, you can take another piece from the, what's it called? The lust, whatever it's called, that item that you stole. What's it called again?
What, the Candelbro?
The
Candelbro.
Candelbro, yeah. Yeah, well, you still have a part of that, don't you?
Yeah, I have 230 gold
gold.
worth of it
Yeah.
left.
Did you have 230 gold in sell value or 230 gold in actual value?
He has it in actual value. The sell value would have been more if it was a complete thing, but
Yes, but the thing is, I could have technically smelted that down to ingots, would have kept the actual value.
that's true. You could have.
Still
If that
can.
was, yeah, well, technically, but we're not talking, so bugger you.
All right. Let's see now. Okay. So just so I know what I write down. So Charles stays. The other three, Skux, Peter, Sabine, go to healers. Asuka wants to go to Sammy's house in the night, and Zolb is going to sleep? Question mark.
Yeah, I don't have leather, so I'll have to go to sleep.
Okay, you go
I'll
to
sleep on my anvil.
All right. Okay,
Hey, je hebt een
everyone.
red.
We're gonna stop it here. So, oh, just place your characters where they need to be by next time. So remember that. Okay.
Right on top of Charlie.
Okay. Good. I'm just gonna do this so that it goes away. It's a little bit better. Okay. Great. Dead of night. How we're gonna do this? I'm going to warn you all first before you make your final decisions. You have to understand that in a 24-hour period, you need to be able to sleep at least once. If you take too long, I'm going to incur exhaustions upon you. Just so you know. So other than that, that should be it. Just keep it in mind. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's it for tonight. Thank you all for being here. This will be the last session for this campaign. I forgot to put up the um, the thingies for the D&D get together. It's gonna be on the 21st. So yeah, whoever wants to join for the D&D get together and hasn't voted yet, please do. Just in case, where is it here? D&D get together is on the Ri, Kari, Valky, Edge, Richard, Charlie. So Asuka still hasn't. Igo still hasn't. Mur still hasn't. Done. Yeah. How about you tell your brother to vote for the D&D get together?
He can find that out by himself.
That's true. That's true. All right.
He's grown up.
He's grown up. He should
Is
know
he?
better.
More than you, at least.
Oh
I know-
dear.
I know who's growing up soon.
Me?
Who?
No.
Oh.
Actually, by this Saturday.
Who?
Oh, you? Is it your birthday this Saturday, Asuka?
No, but somebody else? Possibly? Maybe? You'll see.
We'll see. All right. I'm just gonna post for the D&D get together with the date, and then I'll also post a special notification. So I'm still gonna go with that Etsy thing that we talked about. Edge, is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
Cool.
let me know how much.
Yeah. Probably gonna be the 21, the
Yeah.
20, the point one. um. Uh,
Ria's here. He saw it.
Indeed, I'm always lurking.
Yeah.
Always.
Always watching, Wazowski. Always watching.
That's perfect.
I'm watching you, Wazowski.
Which one is that? Is that like
It's
a
Roz.
South Park meme?
No,
thingy?
that's Roz from Monsters Inc.
Oh yeah, Wazowski.
Or it's what's your girl called again? The one with the bubble gum?
Stacy.
Stacy?
I will kick people from this group. I kid you not. It's
I don't know.
Arabella.
Oh yeah,
Come
her.
on, you did it yourself when you made her voice.
I'm watching you, Arabella.
And you did it to yourself suddenly with your HP half or less.
Who?
3.
Oh.
I got stabbed for that. This is a mark of
Yeah.
honor.
Mark of honor. Okay, I'll remember that.
Honorably had his shit beaten out of you by some thugs.
Hey, I knocked them out.
Barely.
Besides the one that had his brain turned into jelly.
So basically, Peter did all the work.
Well, he did give me the advantage, so I guess he can have that.
Just the advantage, not the 25 fucking damage, whatever he did.
I didn't try to insta-kill him.
Friendly character,
Just happened.
Now you know how I felt on my first campaign when I was stepping on a poor goblin's chest.
Hey, I gave someone a shoulder pat or like a little slap around his face, and like it was like, well, I killed him. So you and me both.
Peter
was
just
just-
come out of the depression of the alley and just come out and killed someone with a booming blade. He's like, I just don't know what to do with myself anymore. I'm a monster.
What made you think the booming blade was a good choice?
Hey, it sounded cool.
Boom goes the brain.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
In case they moved away, it would hit him and kill him after the. Oh.
The aftershock.
It would have smeared them all over the wall. Yeah.
And then taking the wall out afterwards.
Peter is trying, okay?
A little bit too hard.
Just get fireball and take the whole town out, okay? Just sort that out already.
Well, it's a medieval town, right? Some dry wood in the houses, I guess.
I'm gonna have a look.
Well,
We
there's
can
also
break.
piss and shit everywhere because they just throw that straight out the window.
Isaac, are the houses made out of stone or out of wood?
Most are made out of wood.
It doesn't matter if it's made out of stone or wood. There's always wood beams in a stone house.
That's true.
That's true.
I mean, yeah, but like the initial blast would, like cover a lot then.
And
Will wood be
thatched
covered?
roofs.
Yeah, majority of this time would be thatch, yeah. Not like tiles like we have these days.
And you see the healer's house has plast walls. Like whatever they call it, plaster